Hey, 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 happy day 20. Welcome to day 20 of the Get Up and Go Challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, your hostess, whatever, your guide through this Get Up and Go Challenge. This morning, I totally had a subject and a topic picked out for this day. And I woke up this morning and I thought, no, this is what I want to do. And I absolutely positively changed the entire topic of what I want to talk about today and what I want to share with you, because it feels like it fits best here versus what I was going to do today, and I'll do it tomorrow or in a day or two. We'll still do it, but it didn't feel like the right fit for today. And whenever I wake up thinking something is what should be done next, it's always the thing that I know I need to do next. So today, instead of talking about what we were going to talk about, I want to talk about community and platforms. Now, we've talked about community and platforms a little bit, and where does your ideal customer hang out? Where can you find them? And my first question for you is, do you have a social media platform that you love to interact with already? For some people it's Facebook, for some people it's LinkedIn, for some people it's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. There's thousands of social media platforms, and when you know where your customers hang out, your ideal clients and your ideal customers, and probably they're somehow related to you, or that in some way, shape, or form you have something in common with them, so you're probably already participating in the same platforms and the same communities already. But the key is you need to begin to create your own community and your own platform if you haven't done it already. So say you're going to do it on Facebook. You need to have a Facebook community, a Facebook group, and a Facebook page. And I say have both. On Facebook, it's free, so why would you not have both a page and a group? And we can talk about that in detail later. But if it's on Facebook, you can do that. If it's on LinkedIn, you can do the same thing. You can use your profile, but you can also form pages and groups and communities on LinkedIn. And I think you can do it on Twitter too. You can form your own community, and you want to do that so you can start attracting your people, because we all want to find our people to that community. We'll talk about 5 ways to do that in a minute, but the point is you have to have a community. Remember, we talked about one of the quickest, easiest ways to serve your Dream 100, the people that you want to attract to form relationships with, so that you can do joint ventures or something, or so that you can get on their platform to get in front of more of your ideal customers. The fastest, easiest way to do that is to have a platform. I started a podcast a couple of years ago, and I think we've got almost 2,900 episodes. I think we're like 2,896 episodes yesterday. So I have this platform that I've created over the last couple of years, a little bit at a time, that's pretty huge. And so if I want to interview somebody, or if I want to get in touch with an expert, someone on my Dream 100 perhaps, I can contact them and invite them for an interview on my platform. This gets them in front of a whole new group of people that they're probably not in front of already. So I have something to offer my Dream 100, and we need to start building that right now, like today. If you don't have an email list, if you're doing anything online, the experts will all tell you the money's in the email list. You got to build your own email list. You got to have an email list. That's, your saving grace. If anything happens to whatever you happen to be doing, you still have your own congregation, your own community. Your email list is your own community. I'll tell you an example. When I was getting ready to sell my Italian food manufacturing business, I found out the value of a customer list or an email list. One of the organizations that was looking at buying that company actually stole my customer list and then went behind my back and sold products and services to all of my existing customers, which is, not very ethical. Could have sued them, but I don't believe in suing people if I don't, what's the point? I believe in karma and that they'll get their own. But I discovered the value of my customer list, and that you never, ever, 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 ever share that with anyone, no matter what. Even if you have a non-compete agreement signed with them, you don't disclose that information ahead of time. Our email list is the same thing. It is our most valuable resource when it comes to being able to put offers in front of people. It's our collection of the people that are for us. So we want to build an email list first and foremost. In addition to that, we want to have some kind of a public social media platform that we can show up at, that people can find us at, that we can communicate and engage with people. So pick a platform. If you haven't picked a platform, you need to pick one right now. I'm like all over the place. I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Reddit, I'm on Instagram. Not very well, by the way. I'm on, I've done a couple TikTok things, but I don't get it. I'll figure it out or I won't. Because I don't want to be spread too thin, but I am on a lot of different mediums and a lot of different platforms. Oh, YouTube, I forgot to say YouTube. But pick a platform, pick a medium, pick a place to start building your own community, to attract your people. Now, you're not just going to attract people, right? The first thing you need to do is pick that platform. And that's going to be our action item today. You're going to share your platform and why you picked it. But what do you do once you have that platform? How do you build your community there? First off, you decide to pick the platform. Then you just start. You set up your page, you set up your post, you set up and share in the description what it's about, who it's for, why people would want to come and be a part of your community, what kind of things you're going to offer them. Then you start to invite people, let them know that it exists, right? After that, you want to share incredibly great content with them. What are things that they would be interested in? What kind of content can you share? All kinds of content, whatever's appropriate and whatever your ideal customers would like in your community. And let's call it a community instead of ideal customers, because they're really not customers yet. They're just, you're building a community of like-minded people that are your people. So you're going to share content with them, create videos, create posts, create podcasts or just audio episodes, share great resources with them, invite guests on, invite other people to share information with them, not their links in their business yet, but invite them to share things of interest to other community members, right? You're building a community of people that can mastermind and work together. You're not just building there's so much misuse of communities online. It's scary, but we're not going to talk about that. We're talking about what you want to do, what you want to achieve. Then you want to connect with other people and find like-minded people. You've now created a platform where other people can come and serve your audience. As your audience grows, more and more people will be attracted to sharing there, right? And wanting to share there. Now, you can do joint ventures with information. You can do joint ventures and offer other people's products and services. You can actually sell advertising on most platforms in some way, shape, or form. If you've got a blog or a newsletter, you can sell advertising to other people on that. Think of it as cooperating, not competing, because there's plenty of business to go around for all of us. And if somebody's going to buy one of your competitors' products, they probably will buy yours too. One thing I found that I do, and so do a lot of other people, is if I'm interested in a subject, I buy a whole bunch of resources on that subject. I don't just buy one, because I don't just want one author or one course creators or one other person's or one guru's opinion of it. I want a bunch of different people's opinion of it, because then I can figure out what are the foundational things in the thing I'm trying to learn. I want to find out what are the core things that need to happen. What's the processes that people are following, and I want to see more than one snapshot of that. It's like when I wanted to learn about outsourcing for my business, I didn't just get one book on outsourcing and then do that. I got like 20 books on outsourcing, and I went through all of them, and I picked and I chose, and I figured out, well, what were the common themes? What is the process of outsourcing that most people follow? What are the foundational principles that you need to make sure that you're doing it? And how do you boil that all down to keep it simple and then make sure you're doing the right thing for your organization, for my organization? That's how I learned about outsourcing. That's how I learned about just about everything. So we don't really have to worry about competition, right? When is the last time that you know of somebody that only ever bought one book in their life, right? If you read, you probably have hundreds of thousands of books that you've read. If you listen to podcasts or watch videos, you've probably watched hundreds and hundreds, and many of them on the same topic, right? So there isn't really any competition. And the last thing we want to remember to be doing is we always want to be connecting and engaging with people in the community that we're creating. If people comment and give feedback or ask questions, answer their questions, reply to their comments, give feedback, engage, ask your audience questions, ask your community questions. As they start out, they'll be small. You start out with nothing, right? Just you, and then other people hear about you, other people find you, and it starts to grow. And when it really starts to grow is when other people in the community are bringing their friends, telling other people, telling people that they know, like-minded people, about your community, and that's when it explodes and takes off. So today, it's all about community and a platform. If you don't have one, you need to start one. No matter how scared you are, you need to start it. I was super duper scared to start a podcast, right? I was really, really scared to ever do a Facebook Live. But enough people were telling me online that's what you need to do. And I believed them. And I was watching their success and their growth and their businesses explode. And I knew that would be the thing I would have to do. Now, as my vision went, it became essential that I do that, because I can't do things with notes and writing and paper like I used to be able to. So do what you have to do what you can do what works for you, but make sure you do this assignment today. Share in the comments below what your platform is. I'll even say, and I never say this, if you want, share a link to it so that we can like it and we can join your community and your platform. But we're only going to join it if it's something that we're a customer and a fit for. You don't want to just join everybody's communities for the sake of joining everybody's communities. Why? I used to do that. Now I have like 350 communities just in my Facebook account. And you know, how many of those do I visit? Maybe a handful a week, right? That's it. So am I engaged in those? No, I'm only engaged in a handful a week. I'm not engaged in 359 or some outrageous number of groups. So join the groups that you're a fit for, and invite the people that are a fit for your group to your group. That's it. Have an awesome day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow with today's originally scheduled program properly, unless I wake up with another idea, and then we'll go with that. Have an awesome day. If you have any questions about this, just ask. If you'd like me to do how to build a particular type of community, we could do a sidebar on that. Like I said, I've got stuff going on a lot of different platforms, or I know experts in each of the different platforms that we could invite in to help with any specific questions that you have. All right, have a great day, and I will be with you tomorrow. Bye for day 21.